So yesterday we talked about mastery. Today we're going to look at influence. All our lives we rely depend on ourselves to achieve our goals. We depend on what we do, who we talk to. Today I'm going to shock you. That cannot be fun. It can only get you to an extent and then you'll be exhausted. The major currency that will take you closer to your goal in 2026 is actually influence. People that you can influence, maybe those within your circle and those outside your circle that you can influence to get things done for you, because man does not make money alone. So influence is one major factor. What is influence? Influence is acquiring loyalty through impact. So people that you were able to get to do things for you because of the value they see in you. That is what influence is all about. Influence is about you in position yourself in a way whereby people listen to you, people are ready to follow what you say, and people are ready to do what you say. To look at you and say, I want to emulate this person because of the things that he does. Influence is a very powerful tool to making money because we are consumed with 5 naira, 5,000, 2,000, 500,000. We forget we can't go alone. We need others by our side. We need to influence others. We even need to influence clients that are going to buy from you. So that is what influence is all about. We need to cultivate influence. Now, let me tell you about three types of influence. We have personal influence, we have professional influence, and we have social influence. Because of the way you are likable, people like you, people respect you based on your character, the way you behave, the way you package yourself. People follow what you say. That is personal influence. Your father, your mother, when they say do this, you do. But because of the fact that they've been able to influence most of the things that you do on daily basis. So those your people that you are older than, and those people around you, that those are the people that you tell them, oh, go and wash plate, go and do this, go and do that, and they go and do it. They respect you, the fact that you are older than them, that you're able to do things that make them to respect you. And then that personal influence can also be broken when you start misbehaving, when you start doing things in front of them, doing a lot of negative stuff in front of these people that respect you and want to follow your words and follow what you do. It can actually lower. Respect is reciprocal. All right. So personal personal influence is also important. Within your sphere, you could be able to influence others, the lesser beings around you, and even people that you're older than, just because of the fact that they respect you, they could be able to do so many things for you. So personal influence is very, very paramount. Then professional influence, if you're a student, happens in academic environment. If you're a worker, it happens within the working space. At this moment, everybody works. Everybody is looking forward to upgrading their their personality, trying to earn here or there. So one thing that will help you to earn more in 2026 is your professional influence. It's not about who you know, it's about how many people know you, right? So it is about who is ready to actually do what you say. Now, for you to develop professional influence, you need to bring in your skill set, you need to bring in your expertise. Remember, we talked about mastery. So you need a mastery of your craft for you to be respected in your working space. When you are not bringing anything to the table, not going to be looked at. Nobody is going to look at you. In fact, that is where so many people are demoted while others are promoted, because of that they were able to master their craft. Apart from mastering their craft, who are you associating with? Are you closer to your boss? Are you closer to that industry expert? Are you closer to that influencer? This professional influence happened just years, months ago, days ago, when Davido appeared in Katefe's streaming session, and you saw what happened. That is the power of professional influence. It is also in 2026 that I also urge you, I force you to make contact, to make connections, to bring value to those at the higher level that actually upgrade your influence influence, upgrade your finance, and can also pilot some of your affairs. So professional influence is very, very important. The last but not the least, the social influence. Influence is different from popularity. You can be very popular, people know you, everybody calls your name, but you don't have major influence. They just know you for knowing sake. But when you have social influence, we are talking about that person who has enough visibility and people do what they say. They are able to come, like for instance, if Davido or Wizkid come to your village today, you see that thousands of people would leave all they are doing just to come and see Wizkid and Davido. That is the power of social influence. So social influence is very, very important. And then that now takes us to how do you cultivate influence? If you're not bringing, the first is value. Value. You need to create maximum value, something that people could see. That is why I urge some of my followers here to go in their various field and start, even if it's a mini project, something that you're doing that nobody is part of, that your company is part of. You just have to create your own project. Your own project speaks of your value, speaks of your personality, speaks of you having a higher purpose. So when you have something that you are bringing to the table, a music catalog, you're bringing in a written novel, you're bringing a film that you've made, you're bringing an event, of the things that you bring, what you bring to the table, and people begin to respect you, and from respect they begin to listen to what you say, and from listening to what you say they begin to do what you say. So this is one of the major factors that you can use to build your influence. Another thing is knowledge. Who knows controls the rooms. So I mean that whoever has the higher knowledge of his particular subject controls the discussion, whether in media, in everything. You see the news making rounds about 50 Cent and the documentary, and I saw how Diddy controlled the Hollywood environment. He was controlling everywhere just for the fact that he knows what other people do not know. There are a lot of secrets, there are a lot of games that this guy was playing and nobody was seeing, looking at it. 50 Cent also at this moment is controlling the media space with his power, Stranger Things, and all of those things that are coming up. You see him making moves, right?